Oh, hello. Welcome to the NFL Couch Talk. This is your greatest host of all time, the glorious Jeffrey Burtis. And I got a jobber and then a person driving. So,
You got to show first.
state your name, please. A chauffeur and a jobber.
This is Tony Lopez. Apparently, I'm a jobber, but I'll get my title back via Royal Rumble.
I am your
you said that.
James Belknap.
Yes.
By the way,
GG current Uber Club. Oh, okay. But this is the final week of the NFL season. But before we go into like the last, wow, this is 2017. Football has been bizarre. That's straight up been bizarre. But starting with week 16 and probably the most bizarre season of the NFL has got to be the Dallas Cowboys. But before I go into that, Tony, I'm going to let you have the floor. Say, as a Cowboy fan, say your piece on what you want to say on this 2017 season.
Everything was going well. Everything was going well. Everything. But let's be honest. Everything started to go off the rails once Zeke went out with that suspension and actually took his suspension. Am I wrong or am I wrong?
I think you should just taken the suspension earlier and you would have been fine. But
exactly my point. It's so frustrating to know a game that you needed to win. Okay, first off, let's just start with last week against Seattle. Okay, Dan Bailey, make your field goals in the clutch. Please.
He's been doing. The thing is, Dan Bailey has been doing that consistently for like the last 4 years.
He is the most accurate kicker in NFL history. Statistics say it, and then you just blow 2 field goals at the end of the game. What are you doing?
I'm not a Cowboy fan, but I couldn't help but laugh at what I was seeing.
But it's like
I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
We're not even in Seattle. We're in Dallas, indoors. Where's the wind coming from? What are you doing? And then Des, please,
it's called
Des, please catch the football. Catch the football. Hold on to it for dear life. Don't act like a jackass. And then come out in the media this week and say,
might I butt in for a second?
Yes, you can, sir.
Said kicker has suffered an injury. The last time the Cowboys had a kicker who suffered an injury and decided, hey, to come back and play, he was never the same again. We've actually had an Aussie punter who was the same way and was never the same again. Once a kicker or a punter gets injured, it's over for a Cowboys kicker or punter. And to be honest, yes, Bailey is the best in history, but he actually never suffered an injury until now.
Yeah.
I forgot who was it. Matt Bryant, I believe his name was, the former kicker of the Dallas Cowboys, who was very accurate, not as long as Dan Bailey has been accurate, but very accurate, got him as a rookie, drafted him, I believe, the 6th or 7th round. And he was the same way until his first injury, where he developed drop foot.
You know who it was? It was Nick Folk.
It was Nick Folk.
Folk also had an injury, but he wasn't the one before. I think it was Matt Bryant.
It was Martin. I think I remember Martin Gramatica.
Not dramatic.
It was before Gramatica's time.
It was a former Colt.
Mike Nugent.
No, it's before Nugent.
Yeah, Mike.
Seriously, like this guy was drafted back in 2002.
Oh, hold on. Let me get that.
Yeah.
But, you brought up a very valid point.
Same exact way. With the punter, same exact way. We used to have an Aussie punter. All these people who are the former Cowboys kickers and punters, once they're gone, once they're hurt, they're over with their accuracy. That's the reason why I'm in the crowd that says, okay, Bailey, it's time for you to go.
Yeah, not just Bailey. To me, also Des Bryant. Let's just be real.
Okay, and I got
Either
a question for
Des
you.
takes a pay cut so we're able to bring in some good help, or get rid of him because he's a nuisance in the locker room. Also,
Here's the thing, Des Bryant, he's not even a top 10, top 15 receiver. He's the second, and he's getting paid as the second highest receiver in the league, only behind the best Antonio Brown. He does not earn that. He does not earn that money.
He's not even having the same problems that T.O. had when he was with the Cowboys, where everyone was double teaming him. They're not even double teaming. No,
They're not even respecting him.
They're more worried about Zeke. What is it? Cole Beasley and anybody else. Terrence Williams. And they're not even focusing on Jets.
Jason Witten. Jason Witten.
By the way,
Witten,
James, the kicker was Billy Cundiff.
Billy Cundiff, that's who it was. Billy Cundiff suffered through the same problems as Dan Bailey was. He was pretty decently accurate, didn't start off well at first, but decently accurate. And then all of a sudden he got hurt, and that goes to his career. And then just like Nick Folk, he went somewhere else multiple times, and he didn't do so well. They both put their heads back down.
Exactly.
So another season just bites the dust for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's just say I'm being straight up.
Yeah, exactly. If we can come back maybe a little bit rebuilt next year, we could still have a chance to go places. We're not.
You have talent. I'll give you.
Exactly.
We
have a young running back, great offensive line, young quarterback.
Which Dak Prescott had not that great of a year.
No, because his offensive line was not consistent this year.
His offensive line's not consistent. Your defense is still has the same problems as it did before. You take Sean Lee out of the equation, your defense is like Swiss cheese.
But there are bright signs on our defense. Secondary is getting a lot better, surprisingly a lot better. Defensive line is. We have Pro Bowl talent on the defensive line, surprisingly, but our issue is the middle of the defense. The middle layer of that defense has been very inconsistent this year because Sean Lee has been on and off the field.
I mean, now it leads me to your. I mean, what now for you two? What do you want for next season? I mean, you've been. It's now going to be like 22, 23 years since they've done anything. Since they've even came close. I'm 25. I was like 2 when, and I don't even remember. I know. I'm just saying when I see it, but
realistically, I just want playoff caliber talent every year.
I mean, that's all.
I'm not going to be like the quote everyday Cowboys fan and say, "Hey, we're going to go to the Super Bowl every year." No,
that's what drives me crazy.
We're always going to hear that though. The Cowboys just need to be able to be in playoff contention and be able to do a little bit of damage in the playoffs before we can do anything.
I mean, also, it leads me to my other question for you two gentlemen. Do you believe that the coaching staff needs to change for the Dallas Cowboys? I mean, I'm bringing that up because golden opportunity, 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. The crowd was screaming for Zeke, and they didn't run the ball at all.
Personally, not completely. What I mean by that is the defense is actually getting better under Rob Marinelli. We need somebody who's going to fix the offense. You don't have to change Garrett, but you need somebody to take control of the offense.
I'm sorry, but who's the offensive mind? Who is the head coach? An offensive mindset person.
he can't even control his own offense. So
7 years, 2 playoff victories. What does that say? 7 years, 2 playoff victories.
That's why I'm saying he needs somebody else to make the calls.
If you weren't from the Dallas Cowboys organization, and let's say you were on the Giants, 7 years, 2 playoff victories, you're gone. Almost any other organization,
well,
you're
okay,
gone.
No. First off, that would not happen to the Giants because this year was just a very, very odd year. This year was a disaster. It was a disaster for the Giants. That's why they made their changes so early. If you looked at their track record over the last 20, 25, 50, 25, 30 years, they don't change coaches all that often. They're like the Steelers.
Just a team in
like
general.
A model of consistency.
A general team, you've had 2 playoff victories in 7 years. You've been the head coach, and you have seen 2 playoff victories and multiple 8-8, 7-9, 7-9 seasons. You have not. I mean, is it time for a change?
According to Jerry Jones, no, but there might be time for a little bit of change.
And that's why I
just don't feel like you need to make a full makeover.
As long as Jerry Jones is in the helm, all he cares about is getting the Cowboys relevant and not caring about the thing called the Super Bowl.
I think he does care about the Super Bowl, but at the same time, he's getting up there in age where he's starting to forget about. Now he's not in there with like. If you get what I'm saying.
Yes, but that's enough. That is enough of the Dallas Cowboys and their weird season. Before we go on to what I would like to say, 2017. This season has been very controversial and very political at the same time.
It's just I knew where you were going with this, like simply because of like the way you started that sentence. This 2017, the focus hasn't been so much.
It hasn't been so much on the game. It's been so much
on the sideline antics. What happens during the press conference? What people are saying in the media? What people are seeing? Prime example: Colin Kaepernick. He's not on the field, but he's still making. He's not on the field, but he's still making a difference.
Still can't find a job in the NFL.
It's not, to me. It's not the matter of him getting a job in the NFL now. It's getting his message out. If you understand what I'm saying, he's still going to fight for his message, no matter what.
I mean, that's all you can do.
Yeah, and then also with the Me Too movement, where everybody's coming out against sexual harassment in workplaces and everything like that, it did have an effect on the NFL. Jerry Richardson got accused of workplace misconduct and paying off his employees. Now he's having to sell the team. So, we completely forget about that. Our buddy Mark McKenday posted on his, I believe, his Twitter or Instagram account about it, and he had a lot to say about it, and I agree with a lot of the points he was saying.
I mean, now it's unfortunate, but if you get in that business, I mean, you got to keep everything squeaky clean.
It's not just you got to keep it squeaky clean; you got to keep your mind conscious.
Yes. Some people just don't know how to do that.
And they just, you're right. They just don't care.
They really don't. I mean, all the owners care about is money, 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 money. You get out of, you make a problem where I can't make money, then they get a little bit butthurt.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I mean, I will say this season, while it was entertaining, it was just another season, but it was just way too political.
Now, the reason why I like this season so much is the simple fact of we're seeing teams get into playoffs that we haven't been used to seeing in a long time. The Vikings,
I mean,
the Rams, the Eagles, the Jaguars.
Here's the thing with the Vikings. Minnesota's hosting the Super Bowl.
Yes.
It's legit possible that they could get to the Super Bowl and have that dream home field advantage that's never been done in 51 years.
And not just the fact that there's a good shot. There's a really good shot. They are probably the favorite in the NFC as we speak right now.
Ooh, favorite, huh? I mean,
I gotta say they're the favorites because look. The only reason I say they're the favorites is simply because the Eagles' quarterback issue.
You don't trust Nick Foles, do you?
I have never trusted a kid from Stephenville, Texas. I've never.
I mean, Nick Foles ain't no scrub.
I don't care if he's a scrub or not.
Scrub. He's not going to cost.
But he hasn't been clutch. He has never been clutch.
I mean, now is a good chance to prove himself. He has been a guy who has to play
within a system. He played well under Chip Kelly's system. Where's Chip
Kelly? Don't get me.
Please don't get stuff. He's now coaching at UCLA. He's back in college.
Oh God!
Did I hear the name Matt Castle?
Oh no! Wow, Jesus! No, you heard the name Nick Foles.
Yeah, we're talking about out of all the teams in the NFC, we're talking that there's a big surprise. Tony's favorite to come out of the NFC is the Vikings and have the ultimate home field advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, don't count out the Eagles. I mean, Nick Foles ain't no garbage, ain't no scrub. And then you have
was that Matt Castle?
Jared.
I heard name Matt Castle.
Oh my god! And then you have the Rams. I think the Rams are my favorite.
The Rams are my dark horse.
If New Orleans got any home field games, I would say New Orleans, but I don't even trust New Orleans to win on the road. I just do not trust them at all. And then the wild card. I mean, Carolina might be a dark horse, and Atlanta. I don't know what's up with Atlanta.
Vikings. Then I have.
Well, think about this. Atlanta might not even make the playoffs.
Atlanta is going to have to win against Carolina, and then they would have to play. They would have to. If they win, they're in. If they win, they're in. If they lose, they need to pray that Seattle loses. And and Seattle's up against Arizona, and that's highly unlikely.
Let's see. The NFC South will definitely be decided on Sunday for sure.
The South will rise again.
I mean, everything will be determined. But since we're talking playoffs, I mean, James, who's your favorite to come out of the NFC?
Vikings.
I say the Rams. Tony says
Carolina.
You said Rams and Carolina?
Vikings in order. Vikings, then Rams, then Carolina.
I would not say Carolina just because of the fact that first round matchup is going back to New Orleans. That's what I would say about that.
Okay, so let me reorder.
Because the way
Vikings, then Rams, then Carolina.
Carolina's that dark horse. Carolina's that dark.
Weird thing that they come out of nowhere sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah, but I have Rams, New Orleans, then Vikings. I mean, we're all dogging on Philly, but if it was Carson Wentz, I'd take Philly in a heartbeat. But
I mean, besides the quarterback position for Philadelphia, they are arguably the strongest roster out of any team in the playoffs.
I mean, I feel like
the Eagles can the quarterback. But my whole thing is the quarterback is so much of a key component to any team in the NFL that the Eagles will be hindered by this.
And
So my personal opinion, it's Vikings, Saints, Rams, and the Eagles.
we're not doubting any of the wild card teams. Oh wow.
Well, I mean, those wild card teams haven't been up to expectations this year.
Well,
To me,
at
here's a statistic for y'all to suck on. Since 2000, only 2 wildcard teams has ever gone to the Super Bowl in the NFC.
One of them was it one of them the Giants? Giants.
Any other
I
ones?
remember
The Giants.
Giants and Giants. Go
So-
figure.
So let's figure this. The chances, if you're a first round bye, because I've done some statistic work and I've actually listened to some radio hosts. Those some statistics. We're looking at a 75% chance of making the Super Bowl. No, making if you are a first round bye team. If you make it to the divisional, which is not, if you won your division, you are a 55% chance. And that's since 2000. So you're looking at 16 years worth of data. And there's only 2. In the AFC, you've had about 4 teams make it to the Super Bowl. I don't remember exactly who.
It was always
New
New England. It was New England, Pittsburgh, and whichever team Peyton Manning was on. And then that one year, it was the Ravens.
So
Well, I know the Ravens were definitely one wild card team. I know the Steelers were a wild card team one year. I don't remember the other guys.
So what we're getting at is traditionally the wild card, the only way to really get to the Super Bowl, note, not playoffs, get to the Super Bowl, is to win your division.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Mm-hmm. So
But
that's the
that's-
reason also we don't really pay attention to wild card teams so much. That's the reason why if the
I mean, unless your name is the
Cowboys were in
Giants
playoffs,
or
I would have never said Super Bowl anyway.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, some people say. But now let's get to the AFC aspect. I say it's New England or bust.
The Chiefs are good.
Unfortunately, it's New England or bust. New England is getting home field advantage. There's
Whoa.
there's no way. Please help me. Make a strong case for anyone.
No. Well, now, first off, there's still a chance New England won't get home field. Even though,
You really think they're going to lose to the
possible-
Jets?
Well, hold on. There's still, I don't think it's going to happen. But say if they do lose, right, and Pittsburgh wins, they get home field.
If that's the case, then it's possible. But if it's as it stands right now, I don't see any team beating New England at New England in the playoffs. It's just sad. It's sad to say, but probably not going to happen unless one of you can make a strong case against it. So help me out here.
There's only maybe two teams I could see giving New England fits in New England, and neither of those teams are the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay. I'm
Atlanta's
all
in the
ears.
AFC. That's the only other team I know that cheats.
No, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens.
More defensive-minded teams, yep.
Yeah, exactly. Defensive-minded teams who can get pressure on Brady and keep him under pressure throughout the game. Causes turnovers, causes havoc.
You don't see the Chiefs, maybe?
No, absolutely not. I think the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs in this playoffs this year are the most overrated team going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Overrated. I mean, overrated.
When
I don't
you
even
lose
stand
to the
by.
New York Giants, you are on my overrated list.
Wow.
And you lose to the Giants in overtime when neither team scored a touchdown.
Wow.
Breathe,
That's
James,
almost criminal.
breathe.
Are you alive? Are you okay? Please elaborate. Please stay alive. But okay. So let's see. Gentlemen, Super Bowl matchup is I'm gonna say Rams. I'm gonna say Rams Patriots.
I
I
don't
would love.
Jesus.
My dream one would be Steelers Saints, but I don't see that happening.
I'm gonna say Vikings Steelers.
Vikings Patriots. The next victim.
Vikings Steelers, in my opinion.
Pocket. I mean, I'm praying to Allah, Buddha, God, Judah. I mean, I'm praying to all the deities. Please let it be anyone but New England.
Well, you know what they're going to do?
Anybody but New England.
They're gonna
and hopefully
into
New
the
England.
headsets of the offense in the linebackers headsets, and that's how they're gonna figure out. Like, okay, they're calling this play. That means I'm gonna go right here. That's how the defense of the Chiefs.
Yeah. Now, Tony, James, let's give some personal awards. Let's give some awards to some of the players, some of the names in the NFL. Tony, who is your regular season MVP?
I got to give my regular season MVP. And y'all are going to think I'm just going for the easy pick. But my regular season MVP is the quarterback for the New England Patriots, Tom Brady.
He broke the Madden curse.
He didn't. I don't think he just broke the Madden curse. I think he has played better than any other quarterback that's healthy all year long.
She did the Madden curse.
I've only seen a few. He was on Madden, yes, but at the same time, I've seen a few players who were on the Madden cover have phenomenal seasons. And Brady had a phenomenal season.
He's been under the radar for a lot of people, but we just expect this from Brady. So, and
when is avocado ice cream eating self ever under the radar?
He's been under the radar for me, honestly.
Okay,
because I'm expect New England, but they have Tom Brady. I expect them in the playoffs, and they'll contend. They'll probably get to the Super Bowl again. I'm just like, great, James. I know my MVP.
What?
Yeah, Tom Brady is on this weird strict diet that him and his wife do, and the only kind of ice cream he ever eats is avocado ice cream.
That's actually a thing.
That is really a thing.
I would say that this is one of his ways of cheating because he's making people eat avocado ice cream and actually getting fatter, and this is another way of cheating.
Good Lord.
I'm becoming that person.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, now the Stadium Junkie Award for most best surprise team of the year. The team that you did not see coming.
Jeff, I never got your MVP.
MVP, I gotta say Tom Brady. I mean, he's played consistently, he's played phenomenally. He hasn't been injured. They're still the best team in the NFL.
Okay.
Tony, James, do you have an MVP candidate, or do you?
I got a candidate. It's got to be as a group. All the referees who participated in every New England Patriots game, they really did a great job in making sure that they did their part for New England Patriots.
Oh, Lord.
Remember, I also haven't watched the game this year.
Yeah, this is true. If anybody is wondering, James has not watched any football this year.
Out of protesting.
Yeah, the only football I saw was probably the last minute of one of the Cowboys games.
And
That
the
was just
Patriots.
played.
But
That's a good
okay,
point. That's a good point.
Just highlights every so often, randomly, Chisel Adonis or otherwise.
Well, hey, at least I'm helping you with the Chisel Adonis, stuff because that is funny.
Yeah, that's how I get my fix of Nick Folk.
Oh my god! So
Put your head
one
back
last
down.
award, and it's been an hour. So wait, has it been an hour? It's only been 30 minutes. Okay, good to know. Most surprised team this year, Tony. You already know who mine is.
Jacksonville.
It's clearly not that team. The best surprise team of this year was the Los Angeles Rams.
See, I knew the Rams were going to be good.
I didn't know they were going to be this good this fast. That's my whole thing. The Jaguars, I expected it.
This high echelon. I expected them just a tier down.
Yeah.
But you know what's the number one reason why I thought they were going to be good? Wade Phillips.
It's his defense.
Motherfucker's
It's
gold,
defense.
man. Motherfucker is Midas touch, man, when it comes to defenses.
It's just true.
Put him on defensive coordinator anywhere he goes.
But
He
amazing
fits his defense.
as a defensive coordinator.
This
So
is true.
why is the Rams your most surprised team?
The reason my surprise because they've outshined any expectations they had this year. I personally thought they were going to be maybe a third or fourth of the division, and they ended up blowing that out of the proportion. Todd Gurley had a bounce back season. Jared Goff is looking like a dang good quarterback. The defense, under Phillips, might I add, is phenomenal. This team is good, but at the same time, they're doing it in spite of everybody who doubts them.
Fair enough. Do I need
Jeff?
to? Do you know who my surprise team is?
You better talk.
Okay. Going into this season, I did not expect anything from the New Orleans Saints. I didn't expect anything. I'll be honest. I mean, we started off the season 0-2.
I expected
0-2.
8-8 from them.
I expected 8-8. I expected 7-9, 8-8.
Can I
And
be
then
honest?
they pulled off
What's their record right now?
11-4.
They actually outdid my expectations. I said 10-6.
The only teams New Orleans is New England, which is okay. I mean, New England is New England. The Vikings, who are a darn good football team. Then you have the Rams.
Another Cowboys defensive coordinator done amazing.
We have another team called the Rams at LA, another darn good football team. And then the Falcons just got straight up lucky. I'm not even gonna give them that one. But the thing is, they pulled it off, and it's just they fixed their defense in week 3. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The fact that Marshawn Lattimore, who is my pick for Defensive Rookie of the Year,
Yeah,
just
I have to
played
agree.
he played way above it. I was like, I knew he was going to be good, but I didn't know he was lockdown corner good. I was expecting an injury or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then New Orleans picked up a stud in the running back game in the form of Alvin Kamara, a 3rd-round pick from Tennessee. And he has just been electrifying. If it wasn't for Kareem Hunt, I'd give him Offensive Rookie of the Year. Because I think Kareem Hunt's still getting it despite the little slope he had because he's been dominating the record books. But New Orleans, I had them 8-8, and now I'm like 11-4, maybe going to 11-5 worst case scenario, 12-4 best case scenario. I'm just going for the ride. Whatever happens, happens. I don't see them in the Super Bowl, but if it does, I will probably just be on cloud. I'll be on cloud 9 on the Rockets right there. God, bounce bursting in air.
I won't even lie to you. I think the Saints will have offensive and defensive rookies of the year, and Lattimore and Kamara.
Over Kareem Hunt.
Absolutely.
And then Mark Ingram. I mean, this might be the last game we see in the regular season for Mark Ingram, because if he made it to the Pro Bowl, I think he gets to be a free agent. So Mark Ingram, you've earned your money.
You're going to resign him.
Please.
There's no doubt in my mind he stays in New Orleans.
And then Michael Thomas has been a stud. I mean, I just couldn't believe what I was seeing after. I was like, oh, we won a game. Okay. We won 2. Okay. 3. 4. I was like,
I don't think anyone else can make him look decent other than maybe New England.
I mean, I'm not even mad about it. The 4 losses New Orleans had, 3 of them been on the road. That's my biggest issue. One of them was at home against New England. I mean, it's New England, so what do you expect? You pull off that one. So that is my surprise team. James, you got my honorable mention of surprise team, Jacksonville. I mean, Jacksonville with that defense. I've been dogging on Jacksonville. Oh, I'm like, Jacksonville's garbage. Jacksonville's garbage. I'm like, okay, shut me up. Straight up, just shut me up. I'm like, okay.
Team is Jacksonville constantly.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you on that one.
I kept on yelling at y'all, Jacksonville, when y'all keep on asking for surprise team. I'm like,
oh no, I completely agree with that. I completely.
So what's your reasoning for Jacksonville?
Bortles plays out of his freaking mind.
I was going to say
I don't trust him in the play.
It's like
Blake Bortles
it's my surprise team. Bortles
has been playing well, but I don't trust him in the playoffs.
I expected him top 5. I didn't expect him to be number 1. That's one. Number 2, Blake Bortles. They got over Blake Bortles.
Over Blake.
3, Leonard Fournette has been a beast of a running back for them.
Yes, he has. And I mean, what year is Leonard Fournette in? This is his second. Wait, this is his first year, right?
This is his rookie season, sir.
Jeez, this class. I mean, we might be looking back and saying this draft class pretty good.
Running backs doing great.
Too bad Taco couldn't be much of anything.
Taco Charlton.
Shut up, Jay.
Okay.
Woods went past him, and he's a freaking Austin Creed.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Xavier Woods.
How do you forget Xavier Woods? He's up, down, down, man.
Yeah. Now, Jeffrey, shall we get to the picks?
I mean, okay, we did most of them off air, but I don't mind doing them again.
Well, we need to do it on air because we do this every week. And this is the last one of the 2017 NFL season.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we got a viewer, by the way.
And all these games are on Sunday, December 31st.
I mean, before your New Year's party, so you can watch some football, and then afterwards, if you don't stay frozen and thick ice, wherever you are, you can go celebrate the New Year. Go get drunk.
And everybody expect there to be some games covered in snow.
And also,
Guaranteed.
please comment your picks if you I want to hear. Come on, I want to hear what people say. Come on.
Exactly.
That's too much to ask sometimes.
First game will be Green Bay going to Detroit, so they'll actually be warm inside.
Oh, that's nice.
What is your pick, sir?
I mean, no Aaron Rodgers, no chance. So go Detroit.
Both these teams have nothing to play for. I got to go with Detroit.
This is for pride. This is just for pride.
Yeah, exactly. James, you got anything on that?
Here's a fun way I'm going to do this now. This is when I choose home team. This is when I choose road team.
Choosing the Lions. I mean, I can do that. I mean, it's like So, what's the next game, Tony?
The next game is Houston going to Indianapolis.
Blech, blech. No, I mean they need a little luck, but I don't think they're gonna get luck. So, is it at the Colts? It's at the Colts.
It's in Indianapolis. Yes.
Go Texans.
Go Texans as well.
Next up,
Chicago going to Minnesota, home of Super Bowl 52.
the Vikings. Do they have anything to play for?
No, but I guarantee they're still going to play.
I mean, the Bears kind of suck. So
Yeah.
even just off of that,
Definitely Minnesota.
and
All right. Oh, God. New York Jets going to New England to play the Patriots.
it's at New England. So I'll make this simple. Yet, New England wins hands down.
Yep. Washington at the New York Giants.
God, such a bad game. Give me the Kirk Cousins. Ugh, this is so bad.
I'm gonna go with Washington as well.
Clearly,
We have Dallas playing Philadelphia in Philly.
I'm sorry, Tony, but I gotta go. I just gotta go Philly.
I gotta go Philly.
I have no faith in the Cows right now.
Now, okay, this last one for the 1:00 games. Will the Cleveland Browns win a game this year? Or will the Pittsburgh Steelers win with their backups?
If they're gonna win a game, this is it. I thought it was gonna get to Chicago, but even they have pride.
Yeah.
So we have another. The Lions will no longer be the only 0-16 team in history. Cleveland, you suck. You need to get there. You need to get your stuff together. You are the laugh. You are the joke of the NFL. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, Cleveland just. How can you be so bad for so long?
At least with Detroit Lions, we had a feeling that they could have won anywhere in their season. Not for Cleveland. We all knew that they were going to be 0-16.
Yeah,
yes,
true,
that's sad. So,
okay, here's what's insane about that Lions team. They went undefeated in the preseason.
okay. I mean, okay.
But moving on, we have Carolina in Atlanta.
Atlanta saves their season for one. They make it to the playoffs.
I'm gonna say Atlanta loses this.
It's at Atlanta. I don't see them losing.
I'm still saying Atlanta loses, and Cam Newton is playing pretty good right now. So yeah.
Is that Panthers Falcons game a noon game or a 3:00 game?
All these other games are 3:25 games.
Great. Okay.
The Cincinnati Bengals in Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore easily.
Baltimore. The Kansas City Chiefs in Denver, Colorado.
Broncos winning against the Chiefs. I'm gonna say Chiefs.
I'm gonna say Broncos just because.
I got an additional question for that. Will the Broncos have at least 245 receiving yards?
No. Especially not in that cold climate. The San Francisco 49ers,
who are red hot,
goes to the Coliseum to play the Rams.
Do the Rams have anything to play for? Wait a minute. Wait.
Really? No, they cannot get the first round bye.
Wait, what's the New Orleans and the Rams have the same record, right?
Yeah.
So if the Saints could win against the Buccaneers, Rams lose, the Saints jump up in seeding.
Yeah, that's what I believe. Yeah.
It's it's only up to seeding, but this is not easy because Jimmy Garoppolo's been playing his butt off. I'm going to say
Sorry, I'm
49
distracted.
I'm going to say 49ers get the upset.
I'm distracted. What is James having? James, what do you have in your hand?
Just a fake clipboard.
What do you? He's the head coach.
No,
Oh, Lord.
I'm just gonna.
I'm going to say 49ers.
I'm just gonna take this moment to be Blutista.
Oh.
Did that just for that.
I'm going to say 49ers get the upset. This is my upset pick.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say Niners as well because they've won 4 straight games.
With Jimmy Garoppolo, and they destroyed the number 1 defense in the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jimmy Garoppolo just picked them apart.
Now we have the Oakland Raiders traveling to the other LA stadium to play the Chargers.
I'm going to say Chargers win that one because they still have a shot at making the playoffs.
They still do have a shot at making the playoffs, don't they?
Yes. They just need a lot of things going their way.
Yeah, Tennessee lost. I think it's Tennessee and Buffalo lose.
I believe so.
Yeah.
James says Chargers.
I'm going to say Chargers.
Yep.
Buffalo at Miami. By the way, this is no normal game. This is throwback game.
I'm going to say Bills win.
I'm going to say Miami wins.
Wow. What are you doing, James?
He's eating. He's eating over there.
Oh, okay. Okay, then.
Now, we had the Arizona Cardinals traveling to Seattle, Washington to play the Seahawks.
I mean, if Falcons choke, Seattle's going all in. They're going to win this game.
I'm going to say Seattle wins this game.
Cardinals are decimated. They have nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And it's at Seattle. Yep, and it's at Seattle. So clearly,
we have the Jacksonville Jaguars playing the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee.
Jaguars easily.
Tennessee because yeah.
Okay, RVD, calm down. But is that all the games?
B.
Is that all the games?
No, I forgot one.
Oh, you did this on
Buccaneers
purpose.
at home, playing the New Orleans Saints.
You already know what I'm going to say on this one.
Oh yeah, Saints win.
So what are you guys gonna say?
Hey,
You think the Bucks pull it off?
Bucks don't pull it off. It's the Saints who are going to pull it off.
New
The
Orleans.
only way, if this becomes a suppository.
Here's the thing: the only way the Saints lose, officer on your sideline.
Why is my lobster leg missing?
Jameis.
We're good, James.
Winston.
Oh my goodness. We're all drinking tea. So the next time we will be live, Tony, it will be playoff time. Or get that ridiculous grin off your face. You know what? If you're gonna do that, then I'm out of here. This has been the Couch Talk season, and then the final week of the season.
We will
We
see
covered a
you.
lot, but this
Wild card weekend.
calm down. This is Jeffrey Burtis signing out.